Who's more famous, Elon Musk or Neymar?
Oh, one of the richest people versus one of the most popular athletes. I mean, Elon owns Twitter now. He's got Tesla. I'm going to go Elon Musk. Neymar's what?
Imagine a world where the next Tesla electric car and Neymar's next game-changing goal are financed by the same dollar bill. What links Silicon Valley's tech innovation to the glamour and competition of European football? Unveiling the billion-dollar connections between technology moguls, soccer legends, and nations betting on the future. From Saudi Arabian oil to electric highways and onto the soccer field. You're about to find out the relationship between Elon Musk and Neymar. At this point, we already know the world is going through a major transition in its energy matrix. Fossil fuels are declining and new energy generation models are on an exponential rise. The global energy crisis triggered by Russia's invasion of Ukraine is causing profound and long-lasting changes that have the potential to hasten the transition to a more sustainable and secure energy system. Today's energy crisis is delivering a shock of unprecedented breadth and complexity. The biggest tremors have been felt in the markets for natural gas, coal, and electricity, with significant turmoil in oil markets as well, necessitating 2 oil stock releases of unparalleled scale by IEA member countries to avoid even more severe disruptions. With unrelenting geopolitical and economic concerns, energy markets remain extremely vulnerable, and the crisis is a reminder of the fragility and unsustainability of the current global energy system. Among the significant factors contributing to this, the automotive market, after numerous attempts, or not so many, to move away from fossil fuels, seems to be experiencing its definitive shift to the much-acclaimed electric cars. Enter our first character, Elon Musk. Always controversial, but quite brilliant, he laid out a long time ago, 2006 to be exact, a plan to use Tesla, a company he acquired, as a platform to build increasingly affordable and autonomous electric cars. Along this process, he also developed solar energy generation distribution technologies. This year, Elon Musk revealed the third part of Tesla's master plan, in which the company will lead the global effort to eliminate fossil fuels and convert the world to sustainable energy. Master Plan 3 includes adding renewable power to the existing grid, producing more electric vehicles, installing heat pumps in homes and buildings, using high-temperature heat delivery and hydrogen for industrial applications, and building sustainably fueled planes and boats. Musk's plan is to create a sustainable energy civilization. Tesla projects it will take $10 trillion in investments to bring about this sustainable future powered by renewable energy. Musk said it's not a big number relative to the global economy. A big part of achieving that vision involves expanding the world's energy storage capacity by up to 240 terawatt-hours. During the course of the event, Tesla executives said this can be accomplished without needing to mine a significant amount of ore. Musk claimed that it would only need less than 30% of all nickel in the earth. It would also need iron, but Musk isn't concerned, saying that it's the most abundant metal on the planet. Musk adds that the infrastructure needed for this, including wind and solar, will take less than 0.2% of the Earth's surface. Tesla demonstrated a new, more efficient vehicle manufacturing process, which will be used for its next generation of vehicles. The company calls it the unboxed process, which allows the vehicle to be built once in the assembly line and only paint the parts that need to be painted. The automaker also claims the next-gen drive unit won't use any rare earth minerals. This movement put enormous pressure on other automakers who saw their relative market value decline and their customers become more demanding. Now they're all rushing every day to recover the losses. Gradually and suddenly, they stopped following the industry's strategy and began following a new player. The global electric vehicle market was valued at $229 billion in 2021 and is projected to surpass a valuation of $691.56 billion by 2028 at a compounded growth rate of 17.1% during the forecast period of 2022 to 2028. In the first half of 2022, sales of electric vehicles increased by 62% compared to the same period the prior year. This translates to over 4 million vehicles. In 2021, over 6.6 million electric vehicles were sold around the globe. A variety of factors are driving the growth, including government incentives for purchasing the first EV car and falling electric vehicle prices. The majority of electric vehicles are sold in China, 62%, followed by the United States, 15%, and Europe, 20%. The growth of the electric vehicle market is being driven by a number of factors, including government incentives, falling battery costs, and increasing consumer awareness. In the wake of all of this, governments and parliaments begin implementing restrictions on the sale of fossil-fueled power cars, like in California or several countries in Europe. We already know the future. It will be electric cars. Enter our other character, Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is the world's second largest oil producer, and its sales account for 40% of the GDP. However, according to their own projections, oil consumption will drop dramatically by 2040. So they have 15 years to make up for their GDP. It's important to remember to dig the well before you get thirsty. To do this, they set up the Foreign Fund, PIF, the sixth largest in the world, which manages almost $800 billion in assets invested in various sectors and companies, such as, surprisingly, Meta, Microsoft, among others. Prince Mohammed wants the PIF to be overseeing $2 trillion by 2030, which would make it bigger than Norway's sovereign fund, currently the world's largest at around $1.4 trillion. Hitting that goal will involve more big asset transfers from the state, either cash from excess oil reserves when crude prices are high or stakes in assets from Saudi Aramco, the state oil producer. The PIF's main purpose is investing for Saudi Arabia's post-oil future, while also attracting foreign cash into the country by kickstarting new industries. One focus is tourism. In a country that until recently was largely closed off to foreign holidaymakers and regarded entertainment as taboo, the PIF is investing in luxury resorts, cinemas and amusement complexes to lure more tourists and to stop Saudis fun-seeking abroad. The PIF also invests alongside some of the world's largest asset managers and dealmakers. It has built a team of more than 50 people in New York to manage a growing portfolio of U.S. stocks and has offices in Europe and Asia. It's gradually reducing its legacy holdings in local businesses such as Saudi National Bank and Saudi Telecom Co. to free up money for other investments. Those include national projects like NEOM, a $500 billion city-state in the Saudi desert that would run entirely on renewable power and export green energy. Since 2016, when it committed $45 billion to SoftBank Group Corp's technology-focused Vision Fund, the PIF's foreign interests have also mushroomed. An investment in electric car maker Lucid Motors helped convince the company to open a factory in Saudi Arabia. The fund has stakes in video game makers Activision Blizzard Inc. and Electronic Arts Inc., and the digital services and retail businesses of Asia's richest man, Mukesh Ambani. And one of the diversification fronts is soccer. Critics say that such deals are sports washing, an attempt to improve the nation's image and divert attention from a poor human rights record. Saudi Arabia may be following the playbook of neighboring Abu Dhabi, where Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan bought another English club, Manchester City, in 2008 and used it as a platform to market the emirate and its state-owned companies around the world. The fund has started managing the country's 4 main clubs and began setting up its own Premier League with millionaire investments. They've already invested, just in this window, over $2.4 billion in signings. Cristiano Ronaldo, Benzema, and Neymar. Yes, the money Neymar will receive doesn't come from soccer, it comes from oil. And therefore a little bit from Elon Musk. After failed attempts to sign Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe during the 2022-24 summer transfer window, Al Hilal successfully secured their marquee signing in the form of Neymar Jr. The Brazilian becomes the biggest signing in the Saudi Pro League since Cristiano Ronaldo in January of this year. According to reports, Neymar Jr. will draw a monstrous salary of around $300 million per year from the Saudi Pro League club. If commercial deals from the club are factored in, the Brazilian's annual earnings could amount to a whopping $400 million. The contract will see him stay at the Riyadh-based club for 2 years. In addition, for each match he features in that Al Hilal wins, Neymar Jr. will receive a bonus of approximately $87,000. That's not all. The forward will also receive around $543,000 for each post on social media from his account for which he promotes Saudi Arabia. Forget raining money, Neymar Jr. is all set to be flooded by it. Just in case you thought that enough has been said or heard, or in this case read, about Neymar's prosperous contract in the Middle East, you're in for a rude awakening. Al Hilal has ensured they left no stone unturned while preparing the contract to lure the Brazilian out of Paris. According to various sources, Neymar Jr. has been offered 3 luxury cars, namely a Bentley Continental GP, an Aston Martin DBX, and a Lamborghini Huracan. Additionally, he's also received 4 Mercedes G-Wagons and a Mercedes van. Moreover, should the footballer feel that traveling by one of his luxury vehicles on the roads is not convenient and or enjoyable, his new employers took care of that by offering him a private jet which is available at his disposal around the clock. As far as accommodations are concerned, Al Hilal has given Neymar Jr. a mansion with 25 rooms. The house also comes with its own swimming pool, which is reportedly 40 meters long, to ensure minimal discomfort for the footballer and his family. Neymar's new house will come with a dedicated staff. Saudi Arabia, like any good infinite organization, has already realized that it needs to die now to live forever.